Hello and happy Frequency and Flow Friday. It is my goal to help you to raise your frequency so you can stay in optimal flow in your life. And so that's what this space is devoted to. So there is so much going on over here in my little corner of the world. I just returned from Mexico not too long ago for the Soul Immersion Retreat, and I was really sparked to create another retreat. And so I'm so delighted to share rituals of remembrance that's going to take place in April. You can check out the link. Now, full disclosure, by the time this is shared, the beds all may be sold. I'm not really sure. So with anything I do, the E.M.B.O.D.Y members always kind of get a first look. Not kind of, they do. They get a first look. The benefit of being in the membership program. However, and having said that, if this is a topic that calls to you, I am likely going to plan another one over the summer. So you can let me know if you are interested, and I will keep your name and we can stay in connection. Now, rituals of remembrance, the retreat, it is coming in April. And because of that, you might be hearing me speak a little bit to ancestors, because it is all about remembering our light, remembering our ancestors, and remembering why we came. So today, the invitation is going to be to really lean into that. Now, part of working with our ancestors is we need our physical bodies, we need our vitality, we need our health. So I'm setting the intention today to get more information for all of us on how we can do that. Our bodies came from our ancestry line, and we want to raise our frequency with the food that we eat and how we care for ourselves. So go ahead, and we're doing this traditional style. Choose position 1, 2, or 3. Now, I'm going to say if you're choosing position 1, there are several types of ancestors. If you're choosing position number 1, I want to invite you to, well, firstly, the card you get is here. So maybe they're going to send you messages, but I also want to invite you, and I'll show you this card as I'm speaking, to lean into your blood ancestral line or your lineage ancestral. You may have been formally adopted. You might have in-laws. You might have been initiated into a lineage. I want you to pay attention to any bloodline or lineage ancestors and follow instinct on what to honor. Sometimes, because this is showing up as hearing, I'm going to tell you, sometimes the more quieter ancestry line, and it always helps to write them all out. If you don't know them, that's okay. But sometimes the quieter ancestry line, the more the message and the more there will be to hear. But then listen for the messages. And if you're choosing this position, it may come through tone, through sound, through nature sounds and things of that resonance. So pay attention and raise your vibration, raise your frequency with sound, music. Okay. If you're choosing position, that one popped. I got to go with it. If you're choosing, so we have here and no. So if you're choosing position number 2, you get the no card. Now, if you're choosing this position, it's an invitation to lean into your affinity ancestors. What that means is you have some shared vocation or cultural identity. I love this because the person featured in this card is a writer. She is an author. It's a lovely Madeline. Hey, if you're watching. So, what I love about this is we can actually work with affinity ancestors on our shared vocation or maybe cultural identity. Maybe, it's something about an interest in a quality that you share, and we can remove our frequency. These affinity ancestors can help us to remove blocks. Maybe you're a writer and you want to remove writer's blocks. Maybe you're a gardener and you want to ask for, master advice from a landscaper, a master landscaper. So these affinity ancestors can help in that way. So spend some time, bring awareness to this intention, and see what happens, and maybe write. If you're choosing this position, sit down and write. And you can just say, hey, affinity ancestors, help me out here. What's the nudge, right? Look into working with them. It's really, really awesome work to raise your frequency. Finally, if you are choosing number 3, I'm going to shuffle 3 times. Bear with me. If you're choosing this position, the position you get is ceremony and ritual. That's awesome. If you're choosing this position, I'm going to invite you to work with any sort of, related spirits. All of the spirits, all of our ancestors were human ones. I know this might sound a little bit interesting because we're choosing this card too. I would say if you're married or partnered, you could work with the ancestors of your partner. That's a thing too. But in this position, I would invite you to work with related spirits. As I was once saying, we're all all of us we evolve from plants to fungi to animal to human. And so really looking to the non-human ancestors that you have. Perhaps that is plant ancestry, or maybe it's land ancestry. You can look and honor, like I have a lot of spirits of my home. Maybe you say angels of your home, but you can honor in those ways too. And you can do rituals. So if you're choosing this position, I want to say to do ritual with those ancestors. Another awesome one is to connect with deceased pets, right? And you may be saying, well, how do I even do all of this? The first step is to do an offering. I like to create an altar in Sector 6, which is Helpful People and Travel. It's an awesome place to honor ancestors in our home. When you walk through the door, it is the bottom right corner of your home. So you walk in straight to the right, bottom right corner of your home, and create an altar, or could do a shrine if that feels good to you. If you don't know the difference, create an altar. And if you know the 3 secret reinforcements, do those. But start there, bring awareness. And if you want to go deeper, check out the Rituals of Remembrance retreat. But we are also going to be doing a lot more with our ancestral connection here in this container. In Body 1, we're going to do more. Moon cycle restart that's going to come up in the Lunar New Year, we're going to do more. So yeah, tune in, dial in, let me know how it goes. And I'm sending you love for an awesome Friday. Ciao.